Jubilee coalition then. It was URP and TNA. Culminating, in the election of 2013. And that was a very unique election because we had the ICC cases. We had communities that over 10 years had issues, the Kikuyu and the Kalenjin community. So we had serious work cut out for us as Jubilee, led by the President and the Deputy President. And apart from bringing the unity of those communities living in Rift Valley and in central Kenya, we had a plan to make sure that we extend that unity to the rest of the country in the first 5 years of Jubilee administration, which we managed with some difficulty, because we managed in the sense that we collapsed 14 political parties into one Jubilee party. Parties which were regional, which were ethnic, from Western Kenya to Coast Province to URP, TNA, BAS of Honorable Kraito Murungi, small outfits in Mount Kenya region like GNU, DP. So we succeeded and we formed a very strong party. And apart from that, we expected even our competitors, then NASA, CORD to follow suit, so that ultimately the country can have two strong political formation based on ideology. In the first 5 years, we also did very well on our manifesto. Let me say it, we did very well. We had our own challenges. Some of them we didn't fulfill those promises. But on electricity, I think in the first 5 years, we connected more than 3 million Kenyans, rural Kenyans, to electricity. We built over 3,000 extra tarmac roads. We participated in the expansion of the port of Mombasa. We implemented the free maternal health care. We expanded the energy sector. Some regions of this country which have never seen the national grid, including my constituency, were beneficiaries. We invested in green energy, solar, geothermal. We introduced for the first time free secondary education. So many of the free day secondary education. We faced challenges in the first 5 years in terms of national security. You remember the Garissa University attack, the Westgate. But we learned from our experiences, and I think under the President Uhuru Kenyatta's leadership. So in the first 5 years, in my opinion, we succeeded very well. Why did we succeed very well? Because we had a very unified coordination from the top to the bottom. The only setback in our first 5 years, and I want to make it very clear, was that we put the country into a serious debt level. We were not very, very careful on when it comes to borrowing.
Right.
We had the choice to borrow from the multilateral and the bilateral donors. And the reason why people went to China, Sam, let me be very honest with you, was that people were very much excited about the 10% they were getting from. Because once you borrow from the Exim Bank or Exim Bank of China or from the China government, the loan, then they will send their Chinese company to come and do the project. Then the price is inflated to cover that 10%. I think President Kibaki left at about 2-point-something trillion. It's very sad today at 2020, we are at 7.3, I think, trillion. So you can see from 3 successive governments, President Kenyatta, President Kibaki, and President Moi combined, we have doubled it. The other thing that we never did...
Just before we move on, I'm just wondering, when you say deep state of people that were getting 10%, do you know their names or their profiles?
No, I think I don't need to tell you. You can easily, you have lived around, you know them. They are well connected to state. You'll find them doing business in the security sector. You'll find them business doing in government. And they also play a big role in the formation of government. So they're there, and it's not only unique to Kenya. I mean, You know of the story of President Zuma and the Guptas. I mean, the Guptas, a similar group are in Kenya. I mean, I don't know what name we'll give to them.